All right, here we go. Man, I was tired of talking to Steiner last year. I hope somebody new is in there picking the balls, but let's see. Oh, Scotty, happy to see you. Happy to see you. Glad to see you again.
Yeah, I'm here hosting the greatest, smartest host of them all. They call me back, Royal Rumble. You know, I did the roller. I do the roller better. I got Sid here though with me this year. Fuji got sent back to Tokyo, so I got Sid here. And they wanted smart guys.
Well,
this year
they called
sure
the right
all
people.
Numbers are correct. And, I got the numbers down, and Sid's here also because he's from Arkansas and he's smart. They're smart there, right, Sid? So you got this to help me with this is the smartest Rumble, and intelligence is the key.
You see, Triple J, you bald-headed little oaf, you can't be in this Royal Rumble.
Wait, I'm here. I'm going to pick my number right now. I'm starting it off.
Well, sorry, Triple J, I'm sorry, but this all year it's all about the young guys.
Yeah,
Guys coming to the Rumble, young women coming to the Rumble. You're not a young man. You're not a young woman. You got large arms. Your breasts aren't big enough either, but you're too old is what they told me. You're not on my clipboard, so can't let you in. And you don't know the math problems either.
Triple J, you are twice the age that I am, and I'm half the age of Scott Steiner.
Well, you're not half anything.
Just let me pick my ball right now, okay?
And,
give it a spin.
You get away from the balls. This roller's only for Rumble participants. Triple J, you're not in it. Too old.
AJ Styles is like 59, and he's in the Rumble. Come on, I'm not that old.
Well, I was being told that if I could choose one person not on the list that I approve of, and with Sid's approval too, you answer this question, our math quiz, you can get into Rumble.
Wait, I got to answer a question.
You answer the question, and I ask you, and you ask me and Sid, and you find out which one of us is smarter, and you're in the Rumble. And I prove to Sid that I'm smarter, man, than he is.
I mean, if you guys are up for it, it seems silly to me. I just want to pick my ball and get out of here.
There's nothing silly about it. The silly bitch thinks he's smarter than me. He does shitty-ass power bomb, and I'll grab him by the chin, and I'll fuck him up. You show him smarter.
You see, Triple J, you just aren't going to be in this Royal Rumble unless you ask us a question. You understand me?
Okay. I'll ask you a question. Over there, what's that fat ass doing talking to that hot chick about softball?
Hey, he's got a fat ass. You get out of here, buddy. Hey, Sid, help me powerbomb this asshole. Hey.
Let me get my glove.
All right, now that those guys are out of here, let's spin this thing. Okay, I got a good feeling about this one this year. All right, where it must be on the other side. Wait, what the hell? There's no number on this ball. Is this a rib? What's going on in here? What are you doing here?
I love you, Solo Man.
I got to get to the bottom of this.
It's time to rumble. It's time for the 2025 30-man and 30-woman over-the-top rope Royal Rumble. This year's participants include Sandy the CPA, the most valuable Pam, the Kel, a man called Wire, Wild Bill, Melvin, Cousin Norman, world-class James Magana, Vin Man, Dan the Hitman Cini, Coach Courtney, Long Island Iced Tea, Louie and Anthony, the full-blooded Italians, Jonas Bruno, Joss in the Shadow, Frank Prizanzano, the English Bulldog Patty Boy Smith, B. Brian Bells, Jordan the Scouter, Jumpin' Jacob J, Swamp Daddy Cody Schutz, Mil Calzones, the Sauce King, Tatsumi Fujinami, the Book Banner, P-Dog, the famous CD, Bob Sanders, Big Taff Man, Mil Mota, Senor Guapo, Cavalrono, Moose, Miss Elizabeth and the Professor, plus Wayne Allen Root welcomes the one-man Ryan, his Road to WrestleMania prop bet preview, along with a special performance from Tiesto. Also, Mojo Nixon and his partner Dwight Yoakam take on Jelly Roll and his partner Alan Jackson in a Les Paul on a pole match. And it's a finish the story match when Stephen King makes his return to the ring and takes on R.L. Stein, where puppets are banned from ringside and there must be a winner. The road to WrestleMania begins tonight. We're ready to rumble. We're ready for the Royal Rumble.
And now from east of the Pacific to west of parts unknown, south of Mars, north of hell, here are the smartest minds in the sport of professional wrestling. This is Brainbuster Radio.
You only learn the way you are inside when life gives you the test. Will you back down, turn and run, or stand up with the best? When your back's to the wall, what will your answer be? Will you run for the door? Will you run out on me like it's hard? It's no holds barred. Most people.
How the hell you doing, Brainiacs? Long Island Iced Tea here, ready to talk programs with you on this Royal Rumble 2025 in February. This is the first February Rumble. I don't know. We'll get that confirmed. We're going to talk about all the confirmed names in the men's and the women's Royal Rumble matches taking place in Indianapolis, Indiana. Tweet it, read it. Exit, sex it, and no. Go on your phone and talk about wrestling. It's Brainbuster Radio. It's 2025, and we're here. Royal Rumble, biggest show of the year. And, of course, we've got the Sultan of your phone gimmicks and everything you're talking on whatever apps. What is it still called social media? Are you still a Sultan? Well, you're still muted, I know that. It is a man called Wired here to talk about what you're talking about.
I'm here, Long Island. We are still in full throttle here with all social media gimmicks. The Sultan is still alive. I know. You don't go where the people go. Lucky you. I still got to be on all those little gimmicks.
I don't go where the people go. The people go where I go, baby. And I'm going Royal Rumbling with, of course, Moose the Mark on the internet gimmicks. So depressing these days, Moose the Mark, but it's the Royal Rumble. Let your spirit be lifted.
Here's the thing, Long Island, Wired, all the brainbusters and brainiacs out there. I want to be where the people are. I want to see them dancing, and where they're dancing right now is on the internet gimmicks. Loving wrestling, loving all things WWE. Just celebrating the wondrous just time that we live in, where all wrestling fans of all shapes and sizes, of all promotions, can come together and agree that WWE is making so much money.
Yes, they are. Well said by Moose the Merman. We have Mil Calzones on the unos and doses. Mil Calzones, gracias. Thank you for coming to Royal Rumble 2025. You look ravishing this evening.
Thank you, Long Island. I had to make it down because it is time for the Royal Rumble, and I am excited because I am working on and thinking on who is going to win the Rumble, and I have no idea.
It's a very tough call, but luckily, thank God Almighty, we have Jumpin' Jacob J to keep things in order, so we have all the information we need, and we are well informed going into the Royal Rumble, and we are well composed, which is very important, Jumpin' Jacob J.
That is right, Long Island, and I definitely want to get things in order. Okay, somebody just, fess up right now who took the number off my ball, all right? Somebody peeled it off. I know it was one ends. So just say it now, and we can all proceed as a big, happy, podcast family.
Was not me, Triple J. I didn't touch your balls.
There will be minimal punishment if you just say who it was now.
I'm not gonna blame anyone. I'm not a snitch, but Vin Man is not here yet. It's the Royal Rumble. Will he come in?
So you're blaming Vin Man? That's very suspicious of you.
I'm not blaming him. I'm just saying he's not here to defend himself. So don't blame him yet. He might show up at the end. I don't know. Will the people boo? Will the Brainiacs boo like this is Pittsburgh and Daniel Bryan didn't come out if Vin Man doesn't show up by the end of the show? I don't know. A lot of things could happen, Triple J, like you having a blank ball. Maybe you could get to the bottom of it later on when we go backstage. We have so many promos to listen to. We have so many Rumblers to talk about. I don't know where to begin. I just watched SmackDown. It was intense. Jacob Fatu really swayed me. I think I might pick him by the end of the show, but I don't know yet.
Well, yes, please reserve your predictions for later on in the show, because this, I was thinking about this before we went on air. We could really do a 30-part series just breaking down every competitor in, just the men's match, because they all have a legitimate chance to win this one.
Triple J, you're assuming that the 30. We could talk 40, 50 men if we really talk about all the different possibilities and combinations that can actually appear in this ring.
I've got it locked down.
So you have all 30 locked down,
just
but you don't have a number.
I have all 30 locked down, pen to paper, and on my yellow legal pad in the other room. It's done already.
We're going to talk about at least 30 men now, and then maybe we'll open up the Patreon again, so then you could get some extra men talked about after the show, Brainiacs.
A lot of man talk.
That'll be hardcore
men talk.
After
Google it. It'll be great.
1 versus 30 is what I'm all about. But that's for a paid service. This right here, Royal Rumble, we got to stick to it. Moose the Mark's got the internet gimmicks ready. Milkhouse Sonus is on the 1s and 2s, ready to hit all those buttons. A man called Wired is doing whatever the people do on their phones with each other these days. I'm totally oblivious, but good thing we have him. He's got 2 of them. That means he's ready, or that just means he's hiding something, and he might know who's winning the Royal Rumble. I don't know. But Jumpin' Jacob J, it's on you. Please get us in order. What's causing all this?
What's causing all this? Like you said, it may be the biggest Royal Rumble ever. We're in a big barn. There's going to be more than 12 to 15,000 people in this
literal barn. It's in Indianapolis.
Yeah. We're going to. Is it still called Lucas Oil?
I think so.
Or did the naming rights get changed?
It's the new Hoosier Dome.
The new Hoosier Dome. That's something that everybody can understand. But yeah, it's a huge card with only 4 matches. I don't think any more are going to get added, but you never know what could happen. Maybe an anonymous general manager could pop up, make a 5th match. But, that is a different program that we can speculate on. But the first thing we are going to just touch on right now, and then we're going to, discuss a little more later on, we're talking about the Women's Royal Rumble match. Of course, this is a big one. We got big names in this. Could we have big surprises coming back? There's not a lot of people confirmed for this yet. I think, what did I say? Only a dozen or 10?
I'm looking at it now. It looks like about less than a baker's dozen.
Only 10 gals so far.
I heard Moose the Mark make a sarcastic sound. I think that was sarcasm. He turned his camera off maybe to hide that. This is a big event. This is a big night. 4 big matches, Moose the Mark. It's not about the quantity of matches. It's the size of each match. And this Women's Royal Rumble is huge simply because look who's in it. Nia Jax, the name that stands out the most to me in terms of pure size, Triple J.
Well, yeah, I mean, you got to, just like we were always saying with the Big Show, if he's in the Rumble, which let's not count him out of the Rumble this year, he's the odds-on favorite. It's going to take a lot of women, a lot of woman power to heave her big ass over the top rope.
Yeah, but you also have a champion in there, in Lyra Valkyria. She won the Intercontinental Championship. Not that anyone noticed because she hasn't even really been on TV since she did it. You've got Bianca Belair, who's a perennial main eventer in that match. Liv Morgan, who's coming off of they're saying the greatest year a woman's ever had in professional wrestling. I would highly argue against that. And then, there's a name. There's a face, a new face, but an old soul, an old hero of ours. Charlotte Flair. Charlotte, with her new face and newfound intensity from all these promos on yachts. going in there in the Royal Rumble too. A man called Wired. What are they saying on your phone about Charlotte and her new face? Phones, the left phone, the phone on the left. What are they saying on that one? And you're still muted. Yeah, you're still muted. You're still muted.
It's too hard. This one right here, this one is actually off because they're not talking about her anymore. Don't forget about last year's winner too.
Okay.
You're just kind of like throwing her off this side, Bailey. Come on, seriously.
Who? I saw her in NXT this week. She has no chance.
I think the fans are ready for something new, and I guess that's why Charlotte came back the way she did.
I cannot wait. New Charlotte. Moose the Mark on the internet gimmicks. A lot of volatile comments about women's wrestling these days. You could go any which way with this, but what are they saying about the Royal Rumble, particularly Charlotte Flair, and making her return after a long hiatus?
Look, if there's any one female superstar who should feel safe and protected by TKO and WWE, it's Charlotte Flair. All right. I mean, if she's in the mix, you gotta assume she's a heavy favorite.
Well, what does that mean exactly, Moose the Mark? Is there some ulterior motive to what you just said?
I mean, I'm just.
She's got a 1 in 30 shot statistically.
If you want to talk about someone who could feel secure in their spot and knowing that the company will move heaven and earth to make their day, then you got to look no further than Charlotte Flair.
But you say that she's like the corporate darling, Moose the Mark, but I saw Rhea Ripley hanging out with George Clooney at the Netflix thing this week. I'm on the internet. I saw that. What do you have to say about that?
I mean, George Clooney's adoration for big muscular goth girls is a thing of legend. I wouldn't read too much into that.
Oh, I don't know if Charlotte's gonna be the one that the TKO people and the people in charge of WWE, Netflix, whoever you want to suspect is pulling the strings. You're watching Jesse the Body on Saturday night's main event a lot. I know that. I just think Charlotte's going to win because she's the best in the match, Triple J, and I'm going to go out right away, be the first to say it. No one else has a chance in this match. Once I saw that, she's making the return. She's on that yacht, new face, new muscles, married woman, new focus. Oh, this is too easy. Easiest Rumble ever for me to pick.
So
Charlotte
you're calling
Flair.
it. You're calling it already.
I'm calling it. Charlotte Flair for the win. Easy pickings. I think she might actually throw all 29 out herself. Bill Calzones, what are you saying, seeing it now that Charlotte Flair's in the Royal Rumble, and of course she is the most famous Latina wrestler of all time?
Yeah, of course. You always got to go with the Latino pick. Always. I'm going for Charlotte Flair as well, just like you, Long Island, because you always go for the Mexican to win in a Royal Rumble, and I'm going with Charlotte Flair.
You know what? I'm just hoping for a good pose down between Charlotte Flair, Raquel Gonzalez, and Ivy Nile. You know, just a big back spread
in the world to handle something like that.
That's what I'm looking forward to. Let's hope the numbers work out.
I don't think the ring's wide.
Yeah,
I don't think 20 by 20 is wide enough to hold all that back.
You're right. Somebody may have to do it before they get in the ring.
And here are the names real quick listed on the new WWE.com. You got Bayley, Liv Morgan, Bianca Belair, Naomi, Nia Jax, Charlotte Flair, Lyra Valkyria, Ivy Nile, Raquel Rodriguez, and Io Sky.
Long Allen, you got a couple more that were announced during
participants in the
SmackDown
Royal
today
Rumble.
too, as well. Chelsea Green, Zelina Vega,
And then
Candice
Chelsea
LeRae.
Green. Did they say that her security detail will be in it? Piper
Yes,
Niven,
confirmed.
is she in it?
Did
Okay,
I
anyone else?
say, Candice LeRae. Yeah.
And Candice LeRae. Okay, and then maybe you'll get in some
Not
Michin,
confirmed.
possibly.
Sorry.
Oh.
I don't know what to tell you.
Uh,
I'm just reading. I'm on
Okay,
X. That's
well,
all it is.
Moose the Mar- I don't know what that is, but I like. It sounds perverted. I like pro wrestling, and I'll if you like pro wrestling and you're talking about it on porno forums, that's fine by me too. That's fine. We're going to talk with you. All Brainiacs are welcome here. Moose the Mark, internet gimmicks. You've got a lot of privileged information. What are they saying? What are you picking? But also, I want to know what the angry white males are saying is going to happen in this match.
I mean, the angry white males. I feel like the raging misogyny of the angry white males is kind of countered by their just fierce desire to defend WWE at all costs. So I think no matter what happens, the WWE fans are going to get exactly what they want. They're going to be thrilled with it. And hey, there are rumors. The close personal friend of mine, Jordan Grace, with whom I got my first pedicure. That's a true story. I think that she's heavily rumored to be showing up at the Royal Rumble.
Was she just doing that as a side job?
That John Cena and Moose in the same room is not the wrestling story I want to hear anymore. It is him getting pedicures with Jordan Grace.
Yeah. Well, I got to say, nothing would make the WWE fans happier than to see TNA fully embraced by WWE and absorbed and just eliminate one more competition so that everyone will know that WWE is the only face of pro wrestling, period. We're one step closer with Jordynne Grace entering and winning the Royal Rumble.
Well, she's not the champ anymore, is she?
That's what she represents, Triple J.
What about Rosemary?
Yeah,
on here.
I want to see Rosemary get her flowers and get a Royal Rumble moment, Triple J. That's a good call. I don't think she'll win, but I'd like to see her make an entrance. That'd be lovely.
Yeah, she'd definitely shake things up.
You got Masha Slamovich, I believe, is the champion of TNA, the Knockouts champ, Triple J. Because TNA does have the announced deal with WWE now, so that means Triple J could talk about TNA wrestlers coming to WWE for the Royal Rumble. So
yeah, that would be a short conversation. But now that you mentioned that, I need to get on a plane right now. I've got to get to the bottom of some things. So let me head out right now. You guys wrap it up, and I'll meet you back here.
All right, Triple J is going to get to the bottom of his blank balls, and we are going to go to some pre-recorded comments from the competitors of the Royal Rumble 2025. Did everyone get their pick in? Besides
I
Mil
didn't.
Calzones
But I think it's Charlotte. I just don't see anyone else, and it's written in the Mayan temples in Mexico City.
Can we get 3 Charlottes for the table? Moose the Mark?
I planted my flag with Jordynne Grace. I think I'm going to stick with her.
I saw on the internet that she's going to be celebrating her mom's birthday and won't be in Indianapolis. She said it on the.
That sounds like a jabroni mark that doesn't know what work from the tube,
so nice. Yeah.
Oh, no, pedicure?
Oh, yeah. It's so
Is that what
nice.
they do? I've never gotten one. I don't like anybody touching me. Don't look at me. Don't touch my body. This is Brainbuster Radio. Tweet it, rate it, tout it, shout it, be all about it. We will be right back after some of these words. Remember, this is the Royal Rumble 2025. Can you believe it? All these years of Royal Rumbling, and we are still here. The OPC. What's that stand for? Find out on the other side of these promos.
Is it good to be alive on a Friday night in my spare bedroom or what? That's right, everyone. Jumpin' Jacob J coming to you right here, right now, because it is almost time for the Royal Rumble. That's right, the same Royal Rumble where the names of Duggan, Hogan, Austin, Rock, Rhodes, and Jumpin' have cemented their legacy to be one of the top competitors in this great sport of professional wrestling. And it doesn't matter what plane of existence I have to walk through, walk over, pass through just to win another Royal Rumble. You always know that I am up for the challenge. That's right, I am a record-setting, record-breaking former champion, and this year, it is time to do it again. It doesn't matter who steps in there, because you can walk in, but you're going to walk out. Because out of all the Royal Rumbles that have ever happened in the history of this planet or any other, this one is the most recent. Tell me when I'm telling lies.
You know, they like to call me a troublemaker, a loudmouth, a rabble-rouser. They say I don't know my place, but you know what? I love that. I'm not here to toe the company line. I'm here to do what it takes to finally have my voice be heard. Because I am the voice of the voiceless in a world of silence and enforced smiles. For years, this place, these so-called legends, executives, they tried to stifle me and send me back to the kiddie table. Guys like Long Island Iced Tea, Vin Man, Pat, Turk, Jumpin' Jacob J, Moose, Pam, and all the rest of them. They looked me in the eye and told me I'd never cut it. They told me to sit in the corner and wait my turn. Well, guess what? My turn has arrived, and I'm taking it by force. See, they don't want someone like me to succeed because I don't ask for permission. I don't walk into the office all smiles and handshakes. I call out the lies, the hypocrisy, the politics that keep real talent and real passion from rising to the top. While Long Island Iced Tea's busy polishing his ego, and Vin Man's writing up the next script that ensures he always looks good, I'm out here earning my place by speaking the truth that no one else wants to say out loud. They try to silence me because I remind them that nobody is too big to fail and no one is too small to shout at a glass ceiling. They think that stifling my potential means saving their legacy because they know deep down The second I get a real shot, I'll expose their smoke and mirrors for what they really are, a dying act. And you know what the best part is? This year at the Royal Rumble, I'm done asking for an invitation. I'm crashing through the front door because once I step foot in that ring, there won't be any politics, any back office deals, or any spin to save them from me. It'll be 29 other pawns in the ring trying to eliminate the one person who isn't afraid to put them in their place. This is bigger than me now. This is all about all of you who have ever been told to keep quiet, to keep your head down, and do what you're told. This is about the ones who get their moments stolen by people who think they're bigger than the business. This stops now. If I have to go through every single person in that locker room, every Pat, every Turk, every Jumpin' Jacob J, the list goes on. Whoever else lines up, believe me, I will. So get ready. I'm about to prove why I am the voice of the voiceless. I'll cut through every single one of them and stand victorious when the final bell rings. And when I'm the last one standing in the Royal Rumble, don't say you weren't warned. Don't say you didn't see this coming, because I've been shouting it from the rooftops, night after night, year after year. And now I'm ready to make sure the entire world finally listens.
Huh? Wait, Royal Rumble. Yeah. Oh man, no way, almost forgot. Okay, I'll be there. No, I'm there, dude. I'm there. Y'all are going down. 29 guys, right? 29 of y'all. That's easy. That's like less than 30, dude. So that's no problem. You're going down. Indianapolis. Apples. I like apples. Okay. This is my year. Out.
I don't know what I'm going to do. This has never happened to me before. How can't there be a number on the ball? I mean, for all the things to... What are you guys doing here? This isn't NXT.
Triple J, I thought I taught you more than that.
About what?
You know what this blank ball represents, don't you?
I think it's just a simple mess up, or somebody's pulling my chain. I don't know.
First of all, how dare you insult the hard workers in the back who are breaking their bones to put this show together? They would not mess up this ball. This ball is your destiny, young man.
Well, that doesn't make any sense.
This ball, this beckoning white sphere, that ball is telling you to go to Japan.
You picked that up from it?
Section 7G of the Performance Center Handbook agreement that you signed. If you whosoever draws the blank ball will have to go on an excursion to Japan. You will be a young boy.
Has this ever happened before?
It happens all the time, my lad. So many great superstars have traveled to Japan, earned their satin Ribera jackets, and come home.
I guess that's why I haven't seen Richie Steamboat in a long time.
Triple J, this is your rise. It's time to move to a new level, a new scenario, to meet a new NPC who you talk to and use to upgrade your skills and your moveset and your charisma.
All right. I mean, it's going to be difficult pulling that off in this short amount of time, but I'll try to do it. But wait, what's he doing over here now?
Triple J, you know he's right. Look at your heart. I've been with you kids for so long, and the heartbreak kid doesn't like to say goodbye, but he's gonna right now because I'm really gonna miss you.
Well, I guess I'm just going to take my ball and go to Japan.
Sayonara, young boy.
It's a big dog rumble for the OTC. Roman Reigns on the victory. To Vegas he goes for what he is owed. The tribal chief, he's in God mode. He's back in the rumble. The tribal chief coming for you, don't stumble. Throwing 29 out and he's gonna win. Throw the ones up and acknowledge him. It's a big dog rumble for the OTT. Roman Reigns on the victory. To Vegas he goes for what he is owed. The tribal chief, he's in God mode. God mode, baby, it's the only way. I love my tribal chief, and I'm here to say Roman Reigns Royal Rumble, it's so much fun. In Vegas, Cody Rhodes, your time is done. It's a big dog rumble for the OTT. Roman Reigns on the victory. To Vegas he goes for what he is owed. The tribal chief, he's in God mode. God mode, baby, it's the only way. I love my tribal chief, and I'm here to say Roman Reigns Royal Rumble, it's so much fun. In Vegas, Cody Rhodes, your time is done. It's a big dog rumble for the OTT. Roman Reigns on the victory. To Vegas he goes for what he is owed. The tribal chief, he's in God mode.
Let's just cut to the chase. Unless you've been locked up in Siberia with no access to newspapers or magazines, you know this Saturday is the Royal Rumble. Yeah, I've heard the chatter. I've heard the people talking. I've heard the boys in the back. They're all saying, Vin Man doesn't have it anymore. He can't go like he used to. Hell, he can't even make BBR anymore. Well, let me tell you something, Brainiacs. I've been training harder than ever. I've been running up Flagstaff Hill, clanging and banging in the ironworks. And you know damn well that when that arena is sold out and the lights come on, that I'll be the last one standing. You see, this ain't no state line rumble. This is 30 of the best of the best. Bright lights, big city. Like my good buddy once said, I may not be as good as I once was, but I'll be as good once as I ever was.
Hello, Brainbusters. You may not know me, but I've been around lurking and watching all of you, seeing your behaviors and waiting for the right time to make my grand debut. I'm coming to this year's Royal Rumble not only as the consultant of your dreams, but as the victor. Coach Courtney here, ready to win. You can't spell encroach without Coach.
What's up, you jabronis? New Pops here, Jordan the Scouter, ready to scout all of you over the top rope. I've changed enough diapers already to know that all of you are full of shit. I'm coming for you, Long Island Iced Tea. I'll be the last man standing on February 1st.
The big buzzword of the last year in professional wrestling has been, of course, finishing a story. We're not talking about finishing stories, we're here to start one. And that's going to start at the Royal Rumble with 29 other combatants getting thrown over the top rope. And guess who's going to stand tall at the end of it? It's yours truly, the famous CD. We talk about final bosses coming back. Well, I'm coming back. I've been gone the last couple of years, been lurking around and seeing the landscape, and it feels like it's finally time for me to come back home. And I'm here. Triple J, Long Island Iced Tea, all you other jabronis, you're getting tossed over the top rope this Saturday, Indianapolis. I'm going to treat it like Peyton Manning at his peak. We're throwing bombs, we're throwing dots, and we're going to make that place explode, both literally and figuratively, is when I point my finger towards that sign's going to blow up with a ton of pyro, and everybody's going to love it. And then we start a new journey to become champion. And then we're coming to take everything. I'm back, and I'm not just back to win a Royal Rumble. I'm here to take everything. Be it Cody Rhodes, be it the Ring General Gunther. It does not matter. Everybody is going to realize. We talk about mega stars and superstars. Well, guess what? There's only one famous CD, and nobody's at my level.
Look, tonight history gets made. 30 men step into that ring, but only one of them is walking out with a one-way ticket to WrestleMania. And you know what? I don't care if it's me. I don't care if it's my partner. But what I do know is this. By the end of the night, the full-blooded Italians are coming for the main event spot, one way or another. Every man for himself? Yeah, I get it. But see, me and my partner, we ain't like everybody else. We ain't stabbing each other in the back, and we ain't playing dirty against our own. Because we know what's at stake. We know that as long as one of us wins, the family wins. And this means every poor spaghetti bender in that ring better be ready. Because the FBI is coming in full force. So whether it's me or my partner, one thing is guaranteed. By the end of tonight, the whole world is going to know that the full-blooded Italians don't just survive, we take over. And when we do, forget about it.
You heard my partner. Tonight, it's all about making a history. It don't matter how many people you send our way because it's coming on with the full-blooded Italians. Who's gonna stop us? Long Island iced tea, Vin Men. We're gonna stomp at your heads like we stomp at the grapes. And after we win, we're gonna drink of that wine. Patty Boy Smith, you're just a boy, but we are some Italian men. Everybody else want to fight for themselves, but we fight inside that ring tonight as a family. We know what's on the line, and we're going to do whatever it takes to make sure the family comes out on top. So while the rest of the world's busy fighting for themselves, the FBI is going to be sticking together. Tonight, under those bright lights, okay, Bella, you're going to see what happens. We're not just going to show up, we're going to dominate. And when that final bell rings, we're going to conquer you all like the Romans did. That's a guarantee. So that's the offer we're going to make here for you tonight. You step in that ring, and we break your face.
All right. What do I got? 20, 25 minutes? Okay. I'll just come sit down over here. Oh, hey. Is that a Stardom shirt you got on over there?
Well, thank you, young man. I picked that one up at the 5-star Cinderella tournament in 2012.
Oh yeah. Oh, what were some of the girls on the card there?
Konami, Maika, Mayu Iwatani, of course. I mean, I've been to so many of them. This shirt's from my favorite one. In fact, it's the one where I first saw my future wife. But that's neither here nor there because I know who you are, young man. You're that Triple J from the radio.
Just keep it down though. I don't want anybody else here. And I'm on a top secret mission. I got business to take care of.
I understand. I see you, but I'm not one of those guys who's gonna badger you for an autograph or to make you take a picture with my kid. I just wanted to know. Do you think Julie should have stayed in Japan, or do you think she made the right move going to WWE?
Oh, she made the right move. She's in the big time right now.
Think so?
Oh yeah, definitely. This was small potatoes over in Japan with all that apartment wrestling. It's so silly, don't you think? Like they wear the skimpy outfits. Who wants to watch that?
It's just some guys just really like tough women. It's not about like looks or what they wear. It's just we like tough women. But so, and that brings me to another point because I just want to know your thoughts on it. What do you think the ceiling is for Mercedes Moné in terms of the number of titles she'll hold simultaneously?
I'm not very familiar with her anymore, but I wish her all the best.
Okay. Well, Jake, and I'm sure you're going to go to all the hallowed halls, Cork and Hall, and the sumo place and the Budokan, wherever. But Triple J, I was at a meet and greet with an AEW champion, former champion Mariah May, and as my hand was hovering just above her lower back there for the picture, and I asked her if she was happy where she was, or if she thought maybe she'd go to the WWE. Maybe I just wonder what are your thoughts on if Mariah May, my close personal friend, if she's going to be in the WWE anytime soon?
I'm not really sure what to say about that. Again, it's not really my program, but you go to a lot of these meet and greets.
I go to a lot. It's just I like tough women, and I like to give them presents, and I like to see what they smell like, and inquire about their personal lives to a degree that's probably not appropriate. But I love them so much, and I spend so much money on them that. I feel a real connection with a lot of these folks. That Tessa Blanchard, she's just not a bad gal. I'll tell you what, she's not a bad gal. And when I bought some used ring gear from her, she couldn't have been more more polite, more conscientious, you know. So I just think some of these women get a bad rap. She's misunderstood, you know.
Sure, yeah. I wonder when is this flight going to take off here?
Well,
you know, I might go get a Cinnabon or a hot pretzel. But
well, before you go, I just want to give you an invite to my wedding. The other person has not agreed to it yet. But you know, I told her, you know,
you're going to propose to your girlfriend tonight.
Yeah,
Congratulations!
I already did. I already did in an Instagram comment. And I'm kind of sure she accepted. I brought her, you know, like
how many years have you guys been dating?
I mean, in my head, probably about 12, 11 maybe. You know, I brought her, you know, I brought her presents, I brought her flowers at the meet and greet. She said, I can't sign flowers. And I said, I just want you to sign them. They're for you. And so, you know, I mean, things are getting really good. I mean, I asked her online, and I'll know she says yes because we have a code. She said, if I say yes, then I'm going to jump and do an elbow off the ladder at the Money in the Bank match. So I'm not going to reveal who she is, but if you want to know, and you're invited to our wedding, and I really hope to see you there. And you know, and when you're there, I was wondering, will you be hanging out with the Starlight Kid?
I don't know about that, and you know what? Your wedding, I think I'm busy that night, so I might have to take a rain check, but best of luck.
All right, thanks a lot, young man.
Yeah.
Best of luck on your flight.
All right, well, thank you very much. It's got to be coming up somewhere.
Delta Flight 869.
That's me.
Ohio is aborted.
All right, thank you. No, actually, I'm sorry, I don't. Your hands look a little shiny. I'm going to go over here. Thank you.
I love you, Solo Man!
今日もご利用くださいましてありがとうございます。この便の機長はアレックス・ローレンス、インフライトサービスマネージャーはハリーでございます。成田までの飛行時間は2時間50分を予定しております。日本人乗務員もおりますので。
Is that Tony Atlas working at TSA that wanted to touch my feet? Wait, was that the 12-year-old girl that had a match with Kenny Omega? Oh, look, it's that Super Potato story. Well, I hope I get a jacket at the end of this. Well, I got to meet Omos, but I gotta go to Canada now to figure this thing out.
It's a big dog rumble for the OTC. Roman Reigns on the victory. The vacancy goes for what he is owed. The tribal chief, he's in God mode. He's back in the rumble. The tribal chief coming for you, don't stumble. Throwing 29 out, and he's gonna win. Coming for you, don't stumble. Throwing 29.
Oh, now who's on mute, motherfucker? Still.
Back on the radio. Sorry, I was singing a lot while we were
I don't know,
on
but
break.
how did
What
we get
happened?
Sum 41 to get on this program? I'll never understand.
We've got great PR and marketing after all these years. Brainbuster Radio, BBR as the cool kids call it. Royal Rumble 2025. Triple J just landed back on his excursion from Japan. I know you're on your way to Canada, Triple J, but we got to talk about the Royal Rumble men's match. How do you get these flights, and how are they so fast?
Well, can you hear me okay? I'm in the terminal right now.
Yeah.
Or is there any microwave interference? Is there a delay?
No, you're not muted. My microphone got muted. Wired did, but hopefully we're the only ones. Anything could happen in a Royal Rumble or on Brainbuster Radio or in an airport. You could run into a big fan of the Starlight Kid. How fun.
Yeah, it's, I'm gallivanting across the world, and this Rumble was turning out, it has the potential to be an international incident. I mean, you heard some of the promos. Some people think there's going to be an alliance, but you can't have two winners. I don't know what they're going to do if it's ever going to get down to the two of them, but it's not going to. I mean, I'll throw linguine and spaghetti over the
Triple
top
J,
rope.
do you
It
really
doesn't matter.
believe that your blank ball was nothing more than like a fortune cookie that didn't have a fortune in it? Just someone screwed up. Someone messed up. I think he just sent you on an excursion to get you weak.
Don't just
You're jet
by
lagged. You got to get into a
accident.
rumble now after being jet lagged.
Someone has it out
they're
for
playing
me.
man. Now you're jet lagged. You're done. You're fatigued. There's nothing more than just like you're basically going to limp over the rope.
I need to know listen, if I can get number 30, it's worth it.
I just don't think that's very well. You've been in so many Royal Rumbles. You know better than traveling this much right before the Rumble. It's very difficult. I mean, you're doing this to yourself, Triple J. I'm definitely not picking you to win the Royal Rumble.
Well, actually, where I am right now, it is one day after the Rumble. So, I'm a little bit ahead. I'm getting some insight that you guys... I've crossed the international date line 2 times already.
Wait, so technically this is not gambling advice, but whatever Triple J says, I guess you could bet on it and you're going to win on this next segment.
Only if I want to divulge that.
Triple J math. I think that was Triple J math.
I like it, and they've both been included on this show. Moose the Mark on the Internet Gimmicks. He's not on the Internet Gimmicks proposing on Instagram. He's already married, but he is here ready to talk Royal Rumble men's match, special men's match, Indianapolis. Moose the Mark, are you ready for what they're calling the most star-studded, biggest Royal Rumble match of all time?
But not the greatest Royal Rumble match of all.
No.
It's taken, unfortunately.
Obviously, yeah. That's already taken. But this is definitely a huge Royal Rumble and a lot of big names in it. You got Cena. You got the big dog. I said you got the big dog. The
big dog.
You've also got a bunch of other people in this match, including CM Punk, Drew McIntyre, that jagoff that CM Punk beat on the first Netflix Raw. Moose the Mark. I mean, is the buzz that big, or am I just being fed corporate bullshit from TKO? What's going on? Is this Royal Rumble really that huge?
I don't think a Rumble has felt this huge since one snowy night in Pittsburgh.
Whoa!
A long time ago. I mean, you want to talk about,
That's the Rumble that changed it all.
The Rumble that changed everything. And I got to think, it seems like all the elements are aligned. Roman Reigns is in the Royal Rumble. The Rock is, in proximity. He's up in the CEO's booth schmoozing with his big glass water bottles, his dumb tequila. I don't know. I mean, I gotta think the big dog is a heavy favorite here, but he's not my pick, and I'll tell you why in a little bit.
The big dog.
Well, that sounds like a stupid pick then. But The Rock being nearby, the final boss, Moose the Mark, is having some disparaging words for him. Mil Calzones, this Royal Rumble features so many huge stars. Besides the big dog, who would you say is the biggest star in the match?
That's pretty hard. I'm going to have to say none other than John Cena. He's a TV star, movie star, and this is his last run, so I'm guessing he has to be I think all eyes are on John Cena right now.
They are. It's the beginning of his. Is this going to be like a Kiss farewell, Triple J, or is this for real John Cena's beginning of the end at the Royal Rumble?
John Cena is very trustworthy. This is going to be his last Royal Rumble, potentially his last.
He's very trustworthy. I saw the man get on a knee at WrestleMania, promise to marry a woman.
That
and
wasn't his.
Never did it.
That wasn't his fault.
Okay.
Right? He was committed. That was the other party.
Okay, I'll give him the benefit of the doubt there. But then what about him saying that he was gonna beat Solo Sikoa or beat Roman Reigns or beat all these other guys he's lost to in the last? When did he win a match last? 6 years ago? How long has it been?
It's not a lie if you believe it.
Is that? I think that's a lie. That's just not. That's patently false. I don't believe this is John Cena's end run. Kind of, but I definitely don't believe he's winning the Royal Rumble. Maybe he does retire at the end of the year, but I'll for sure tell you what he's not doing: winning the Royal Rumble. How do you lose 6 years in a row and win a Royal Rumble, Mil Calzones? Especially when Penta is making his Royal Rumble debut with Cero Miedo.
You think John Cena's going to get power drive by him?
Can we stop talking about this man? Do you not remember what he did in Philadelphia? I hope he comes number one and he gets thrown over the top right at the beginning, and then he retires.
I just can't wait to see the big dog get his hands on
WrestleMania.
I hope the big dog gets his hands on it.
May not happen.
I don't just want Roman Reigns to win the Royal Rumble. I want him to enact sweet revenge on all those spaghetti benders that ruined WrestleMania 40 for him, including John Cena, including that jagoff scumbag piece of shit Seth Rollins, and everybody else who interfered in that match. Sam Zayn, the Usos, the Undertaker, if they could get him off of his one-man stage or out of his podcast or crypto mining or whatever the hell he's doing besides screwing over our tribal chief. I hope Roman Reigns enacts all the revenge. Moose the Mark, surprises, though, in a Royal Rumble are very important, too. What are you hearing about surprises without spoiling it for the Brainiacs?
Well, this is going to be tough for me to answer, Long Island, because I couldn't really tell you more than 5 people on the WWE roster currently. But what I'm going to presume from the internet gimmicks is you're going to see a lot of NXT talent. You're going to see a lot of TNA talent, perhaps.
What's a lot of TNA count as? 2? 1? 3?
You're going to see all of TNA talent. You're going to see some. You got Isho Speed. Is Speed or Kai Cenat going in? I don't remember which influencer.
Sounds like a YouTube influencer you're talking about.
Yeah, there's definitely gonna be some influencers involved. I don't know if the Paul brothers. I don't know if they've declared or if they're involved in anything else on the program.
Yes, the Maverick is going to be in it.
Is he announced in? Yeah, he is.
He is. Yes, he is announced. Now, Moose the Mark, are you a little light on information this year, just because Uncle Dave raised the prices of this newsletter?
That's true. I actually did pull the ripcord.
That was the final straw. Wait a minute. Hold on. Moose the Mark's coming with some breaking news. First, Jordan Grace, now this one. So none of his bullshit over the last 30 years you've cared about, but the fact that he raised his price. Was it for you?
Yeah.
You gotta stick to your guns,
brother. You see how much eggs cost?
No, they went down. What are you talking about?
No. They did until the bird flu killed like 800,000 chickens.
No, I think it was Dave Meltzer's prices.
What do you think?
Killed
You think Dave Meltzer actually hired a cleaning lady for his office now that he's raised the prices?
How? No, he can't. He can't focus without the filth. That's
I
the
think
process.
I think there may be a cleaning lady in there already, buried underneath everything from a few years ago.
I don't think even Dave Meltzer could tell you who's winning this Royal Rumble without trying to lie to you. Because if anyone's telling you it's not the big dog,
things can change.
They are.
Plans change.
They're telling you lies.
They can change.
Plans do change.
It may have been accurate. That may have been the plan 2 weeks ago, but
we're talking to a guy who's had we're talking about a guy who's had a wellness violation before and was taken off of programs at last noticed. I mean, this guy's not a guarantee.
You're talking about the greatest Royal Rumble performer of our generation. Of the last 10 years, no one who's entered the Rumble have had more top 3 finishes than the big dog. And this man had the entire crowd against him when he won. He had the entire crowd with him, but he, Dave Bautista, whatever. We all remember that, right? Moose, you kicking snow outside, all that good stuff. Like, come on. This is seriously, the big dog went from 1 almost to the end as a champion. Still got his revenge back at WrestleMania. There's no doubt in my mind that when Roman Reigns enters the Royal Rumble, if he is not one of the last 3 competitors, you're an idiot. And he's definitely the favorite to win. He could be against 29 other big shows.
Look, I don't know if Roman's
I don't know if I've ever been as excited for a Royal Rumble.
I don't know if he's going to show. I don't know if he's going to win or not. I'm going to tell you what. I'm going to tell you who's not going to win is CM Punk. Because I'm calling my shot now. Everyone knows CM Punk is going to enter and win the Royal Rumble next year from the beautiful city of Jeddah. It's faded in the stars that CM Punk will go to Saudi Arabia, will step foot on their soil, and will win the Royal Rumble.
Maybe they'll have like one of those local Saudis win.
That's definitely my. I already have my pick penciled in at least as Yokozuna for next year. Just you gotta really look at who the Prince favors.
Yeah. That's a different Yokozuna.
Don't tell me. Tell the Prince.
I tell you.
I want to tell the Prince.
Yeah.
Do
you value your neck and head? Go ahead, you tell him. Now, Long Allen, what about NXT superstars? We don't have any announced, but we know that has happened before. I expect to see possibly only just one, but I could see like 2 or 3. What about you?
Yeah, and I've heard a lot of people on the not a lot of people on the internet. I'm not on there, but a lot of people down at the barber shop when I was there the other day were saying
local laundromats talking about
Long Allen, when are you guys going to do another NXT roster breakdown? Vin Man especially, they want his insights on upcoming talent, especially with NIL going on. And maybe we're due for another one of those like we did a while back. Who, of course, all those guys are and females are main eventing WWE now. But from NXT currently, I mean, you could see some superstars, I think, who have been in NXT for a very long time. Guys like Tony D'Angelo, possibly I could see him making a spot show appearance, Triple J. I don't think you'll see the champion Obafemi, the ruler.
No, I don't think.
Or an Eddie Thorpe. These guys are in the thick of their NXT weeds currently. But that... Trick Williams is on the cusp. I wouldn't put money on him. I'm going to say guys like Ethan Page, Sean Spears, the geezers of NXT.
You don't want to hear 60,000 people saying "whoop that."
I just don't think 60,000.
I do. I just don't.
Trick.
I definitely think they will. I just don't. You can't have that and the Usos in.
Too much star power.
Here's the thing, Long Island. If someone from NXT shows up, are you going to mute it so you can watch it properly?
Watch NXT with when they come out.
I mean, that's the best way to watch NXT.
And also,
leave it muted on the corner.
It
while
is.
Your friends play 2K, WWE 2K.
Yeah, it is the way to watch NXT. But also, like when they come out, the NXT superstars, are they just going to be arguing with each other? And will they have their name plate lower thirds up the entire time so I know who they are, like they do on the CW?
I wish they should just have the little thing that floats around, above their head with the little arrow.
Just like where it says P1 or P2 on the
Moose the Mark, if an NXT superstar appears in the Royal Rumble, does that increase their charisma and moveset?
Yeah, well, they have to have signed up. They have to take a pay cut to get enough. What are those points you could buy for those friggin' games?
I think it's like VC or something.
Yeah, you gotta get the unlock pack in the season pass 3, the Bruising Brawlers pack. The ECW Extremists pack, and it's like Kevin Thorne and the Zombie.
Well, yeah, I think a lot more NXT female superstars, Triple J, to answer your question, than in the men's
Future Legends pack.
I would agree with that. I wouldn't say no to seeing Sol Ruka out there. Maybe Corey Jade or Roxy.
Well, the world wants Nikita Lyons, is what they all want. But
nothing the matter with that.
We'll see if they give it to him.
I'd like to see her and Nia Jax touch.
I don't know the answer to this question. Maybe one of you do. When was the last time an NXT superstar made it to Final Four? I feel like it's happened.
Well, it would have been like
no.
Becky Lynch
The Rumble wasn't even around when they were in
Banks.
NXT.
I don't think they were ever in there, were they?
For the women, at least.
I'm thinking it may have been in the women's Rumble. I can't really remember.
I would think it'd be one like the bigger men or something like that, probably. I don't know. I mean, we're spending all this time talking about them because I guess they're a part of the 30 that we are supposed to talk about. But at the end of the day, does it really matter?
Why aren't we talking about the TNA? Yeah, it doesn't. It doesn't. This is also, it's a big Royal Rumble, but really, honestly, Brainiacs, we're not going to bullshit you. It's the easiest Rumble to pick ever. In terms of surprises at the end of who wins, that's not what matters. What matters is like the surprises, the pops, the entrances. But at the end of it, it's an easy conclusion to foresee, and Triple J already knows what happened because he's in the future right now.
That's right, and I'm gonna get ready, get in queue to board my plane right now here shortly. So if you guys have anything else to say, you do that, and I'll meet you. Hopefully, I'll meet you back in here shortly.
I want to make sure Triple J got Big Dog.
I got Big Dog.
Big Dog. Mil Calzones, Big Dog.
Big Dog.
Yeah, Big Dog. I mean, I
Cold Wire.
No Cena.
Moose the Mark?
I'm going with John Cena. I think, look, this is John Cena's last year. WWE has the bigger spotlight on them than ever. I can't think of a more perfect solution than John Cena easily wins the Royal Rumble, wins the title at WrestleMania, and retires with 8 months to go.
He's going to have to draw like number 30.
Number 35.
The man's earned his 30s rest.
Yeah. John Cena ends his WrestleMania career against Gunther, you're saying?
Yeah.
Wow. Don't know if that happens. Mil Calzones, who's on Penta's shirt that I saw he was at?
That's Chalino Sanchez. He got killed by the cartel.
Oh, fuck.
The
one with the singer? Is that the singer? Oh, yeah. And he's like
with the singer where he gets the note from the cartel. That's
crazy.
Yeah. I'll send you that video. It's good.
So Penta is wearing the shirt of a target of the cartel.
Yeah.
That is cero miedo. And honestly, if anyone's a threat to the Big Dog in this match, it's the only one I'll accept.
That is true. Anybody with no fear,
Anybody
you
else I will
can
not.
always take it and put him in the Final Four, I think.
Cero miedo from Penta, but really zero doubt in my mind. Big Dog winning the Royal Rumble. And man, it feels good to say that. He's back in the Rumble. Kind of weird, though, because he's usually the champion. But hey, it's great to see an OTC, a Big Dog Royal Rumble. Man, we are in for a treat in Indianapolis. Brainiacs, when we return, Triple J will be back from wherever the hell he's traveling to next, trying to figure out what's on his ball. And we'll give you some final thoughts on what we think is going to happen at this Royal Rumble and beyond, going to Las Vegas, Nevada's WrestleMania and all that road entails. Please acknowledge the tribal chief and acknowledge that you are listening to Brainbuster Radio, brought to you by the lovely people at MCC, the Marburger Corporation. You have to say it with a stutter.
It's that time of year again. The Rumble right around the corner. And the Kel has been working and fighting and scraping for the opportunity to run down that ramp, slide in the ring, beat their asses, throw them over the rope, and work his way to WrestleMania to face whoever thinks they can take on the true head of the table. I'm no tribal chief, but I am the man in charge. See you soon.
Hi, my name is Mil Calzones, the first ever 40-man Royal Rumble winner, the first ever Brainbuster Royal Rumble winner, and the two-time Alamo Dome Royal Rumble winner. And this year, I am offering my services for a low price of $669 to make sure that you win this year's Royal Rumble. You don't want to miss out because you don't want to end up like a sad sack and never win like Moose the Mark, or someone like Long Island Iced Z, or a so-called man called Wired, who barely know what a Royal Rumble victory is like, or like Vin Man, whatever that is. But don't worry, there is more. You don't have to worry about me winning the Rumble, since I am going to help you win and eliminate Triple J and making sure that his socks stay on his feet. So for a total price of $669, I guarantee you a real shot to win the Royal Rumble. And if I can't guarantee you a top 3 spot, well, your next year's Royal Rumble is free! So please call the number now, 911-4111. Use promo code MILAPELA.
I don't know what time I'm gonna be coming into the ring, but I gotta tell you one thing. I know when I'm going out of the ring, I will be the last one. I never lost a match so far. And now I'm gonna come in and win. And even you guys better not start in front of me. Because you guys going out just like everybody else. And I will stand in the middle.
Hello, Brainbusters. Cousin Norman here, all the way from Fort Lauderdale, officially entering this year's Royal Rumble. You don't know me, but I went to Pitt long before most of you were born. Class of 69. Anyways, I'm going to be the last man standing this year, and you all are done for. Okay, goodbye.
You talk about the Royal Rumble and you talk about a real gnarly affair. 30 men, 30 bodies. That's 60 arms and 60 legs. Unless, of course, Red Bastien's entering this year, then you're talking 61 legs. Regardless, the amount of limbs being targeted, dissected, and impacted, all in an effort to loosen up a man so you could toss him over the top rope to the floor like a sack of shit. Now, some might go into this sort of thing with brute force. Others might cower and hide and try to make it out alive. And then there's me, the only one who knows what everyone's going to do before they do it. I know their training methods, their tactics. Hell, I know which of them like browned meat and which of them refuse to eat their vegetables. So when the clock starts counting down and men start filing into the ring, remember not to get too high or too low in the Royal Rumble. Be patient, because that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take my time. And when the timing is right, I will make my move. My move straight on to Las Vegas. I know the managers, the superstars, and their schemes. And in this Royal Rumble, the only sure bet is Long Island iced tea.
Oh, it's so cold here now. Oh, but I've never been in the Hard House. I'm looking forward to this. Damn, why are there cats everywhere in here? Hello?
Triple J, welcome to the dungeon.
Brett, I need your help. I don't have a number. Well, I have a ball, but I don't have a number. Yeah. I got to get a number.
Triple J, hey, that's all well and good, but, there's a lot to think about right now here. Welcome to the dungeon. Get yourself situated. I got a big bean bag you could sleep on. Take all the time you need, because tomorrow, we're going to, get to training.
Yeah. Could we do this upstairs in the kitchen maybe, or do we have to do it down here?
I mean, you're locked in the dungeon. They call it a dungeon. It is, just kind of a gym, but it also is a dungeon. The doors have locks. So, you can't really escape. So we're just going to, over in Japan, those guys beat the crap out of you, but here we're going to stretch you.
All right. I mean, if I can get a number, it's worth it. But Sid and Scott Steiner, they would make fun of me because I'm in my 40s now. They're saying I'm too old to even be in the Royal Rumble, and I know that's not true.
Well, that's not something I'd know anything about, because Bill Goldberg, he cut my career short. He's untrained, unprofessional. He cut my career short, so I wouldn't know the first thing about competing in the Rumble in your 40s. But hey, unless I think one piece of advice I could give you is you're going to want to wear jean shorts and the biggest hockey jersey you could find. I'm talking like Kevin Smith big. As big as you can find, because you're not a young man anymore.
You think that's going to help?
I think it'll just disguise everything perfectly. People will think under there you're wearing a pink and black jock strap.
All right, but
you become the fantasy. You become the fantasy. You become the fantasy.
All right. I mean, how do I get rid of this number? Because I got to make a trip to Atlanta after this and go meet some big jacked up guy. They're not telling me who it is, but supposedly he's going to be able to help me out with this also.
I used to ask my brother Owen to help me out a lot. I'd ask him to, go and, ask my father, to buy beer, and then he'd say no. So, one time he went to our father Stu, he said, Dad, can you give me some money to buy some beer? And Stu's like, what are you talking about? And Owen, he talked to Dad and he's like, listen, I'm 45 years old. He told Stu that he was 45 years old and he drove him to the liquor store. He was only 13 years old at the time.
Did that really work?
He convinced our dad. That he was 45 years old, and Stu brought him. He closed class early to go take Owen to the liquor store, buy us all liquor, and just get wasted. In a trailer park. With Ricky and Julian. So, that was Owen, though. That was Owen.
Yeah, I know, but I got to get this number. I also got to go down, talk to some of your old buddies, Undertaker, Mark, and Steve Austin down there.
Steve Austin, a lot of people will tell you that, our careers, I made his career at WrestleMania or Survivor Series or whenever we did that I Quit match. But, Triple J, it might just be the Canadian club talking, but, I think you should go talk to those guys. I think you should learn what they have to say, from your elders. And, just that could all wait though, because first I'm going to scratch the crap out of you.
Let's make it quick because like I said, I got to get going out of here.
Órale, vato locos, listen up, Brainbuster Radio. Don Juan de la Cruz is entering the Royal Rumble. Do you hear me? This isn't a joke. This isn't some kind of game. This is my destiny. For years, I've trained. Órale, I've bled. I've sacrificed. Órale, and finally, I get my fucking chance. Órale, those other wrestlers, they're scared. I can smell their fear. They know what's coming. They know that Don Juan de la Cruz is a force of nature. I will not be denied. I will not be stopped. Órale, I will tear through that ring like a fucking hurricane. Chale. Órale, I can see it now. Hurricane Don Juan. I will throw every single one of them over the top rope. The Royal Rumble? Chale. It's not just mine. It's mine for the taking. I claim it. Chale. And after I win, and I will win. Órale, I'm coming for the championship, so listen closely, Brainbuster Radio. Órale, and remember these words. Don Juan de la Cruz, the name you will be screaming for. Órale. The name of your next champion. Chale. Ciao.
There's been a lot of chatter who's going to win the Rumble on February the 1st, but ladies and gentlemen, you're looking at him. World-class James McGann has arrived, and he's going to do the absolute bare minimum. Do you guys really think I'm going to work hard? All you millennial old folk need to realize that Gen Z has arrived, and you know what people like me do? We do the bare minimum. Gen Z does the bare minimum. I might even work from home and still win the Rumble. I might get lucky and eliminate one or two. I don't need to beat 29 other superstars. I don't need to start from number one. Because at the end of the day, it doesn't matter who's number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Doesn't matter. What matters is who's going to get their hand raised at the end of the day, and that's going to be me. Because, ladies and gentlemen, when I win the Rumble, I'm going to leave Indianapolis like how Andrew Luck left you guys. High and dry. Because, ladies and gentlemen, I am world class.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's me, Sandy Leonard, your retired CPA and singles 4-0 tennis champion. I may have moved from Miami to Boca, but don't think for a second I'm slowing down. Oh no, I relocated to get closer to my competition, practice in all these great gyms, and keep a watchful eye on all of you, especially the Tuzinskis in Clearwater. You think you're safe up there? Mark your calendars because 2025 Royal Rumble is almost here, and I plan to walk out victorious. Here's a welcome for the newbies. Cousin Norman, welcome. Cousin Jordan, welcome. Melissa's friends, Danielle and Courtney, and others, welcome. Rest assured, my family and friends, you will lose as soon as you enter the ring. Go back home. Some tax tips for tax schemes coming from your CPA. You can't hide them in Boca. Unreported income. Think that running your cash business at a bagel place in Boca keeps you under the radar? Think again. I'm into your cream cheese deductions. Now we have bagels and locks to lock you up. T&E scams, claiming a trip to WrestleMania as a business expense, not happening this year, pal. My usual targets, Minnie Horowitz, those dogs you walk are living better than most people live. And those cash club gigs you've been running, let's just say the government loves those travel and entertainment, especially when it's not reported. Colonel Robert Earl, I know your real estate deals in Brooklyn are about as clean as the Florida election recount. Bruce, I heard that Melissa has made you into an expert vacation planner. My God, now you can use those skills to plan your escape from me. Kurt and Mark in Clearwater, don't think your sunny location will keep you safe. I'm shining a spotlight on the two of you. And of course, finally, have a happy and healthy year. Enjoy the Rumble. Don't take it too seriously, except you really should, because I'll see you February 1st at the Royal Rumble, and maybe even at WrestleMania.
Goddamn, son, welcome to my latest TV talk show, whatever the hell they want to call this gimmick. You know, I broke up with my old network, or they dumped me, or the show ends. Of course, I don't know, but now I'm here in the great state of Texas on the Broken Skull Ranch. And we're talking all things Texas with my co-host, of course, one of the greatest of all time. One of the greatest to ever step in the ring, and one who respects the ring so much. It's the Undertaker, man. How the hell y'all doing? Swig a beer.
Steve, thank you so much for having me on this Texas program.
Well, son, I'm glad to see you. I'm glad to see you're in such good shape and you're as lively and sprightly as ever. I love this persona. I'm glad you kind of put back the American Badass back in the closet a little bit. You know, you kind of giving that a rest, keeping your image refreshed. And, you know, that's one of the things I respect so much about you. And you want to talk about a guy I respect, you got to talk about Triple J. I want to bring him in the studio right here, right now, live on tape from the Broken Skull Ranch. Jumpin' Jacob J. Come on, have a seat, man. How you doing?
Hey guys, thanks for having me, Steve, Undertaker. I'm really happy to be here, but I am on a short schedule. I was just up in Calgary, as I know I was talking to your producer before that. They sent me down here. I got this ball for the Royal Rumble. You can see there is no number. Steve, I'm going to hand it to you. There is no number on this thing. Just tell everybody I'm not making this up.
Hey man, Mark, you see that? You see a number on there?
I do not.
And Triple J, I mean, you sound like you're running through the Skullbuster without a plan of attack. You know, you're misguided. You know, you're never going to make it past those restart elements if you don't focus on the prize and dig deep.
Yeah, I mean that's what I'm saying. I don't know what to do.
Well, hell, son, maybe you don't need to be in the Royal Rumble this year. You can just skip it. You sit here. We got a lot of topics we want to discuss today. Putting duck heads in your dog's food and eggs and all that stuff. We're going to see if that's cool or not. I want to talk about paintball. Is that still around, or is there something else going on? I don't know. We're going to get to the bottom of it.
I mean, this sounds like all right topics, but I got to get to the Royal Rumble here. Undertaker, can you help me out with this at all?
Listen, Triple J, my wife Michelle and I have been playing a lot of paintball down here in the great state of Texas with a lot of the Rhodes boys. It's a lot of fun. I suggest you try it with us. And if you don't, I have a double wide, double deep casket made just for you.
I mean, I didn't put on that much weight, did I? But let's get back to this. Steve, help me out with this. Did the boys ever rib you? You know?
Hell, man, I've been ribbed a lot of times. You know, I've been the ribber. I've done my share of ribbing down the road. But, I mean, I've never had anyone mess with my Royal Rumble ball.
That's what I'm saying.
I respect the industry too much to ever mess with that. And I know this guy over here, I mean, you find yourself in hot water in wrestler's court, man, and you sitting there as the judge. I wouldn't want to be in wrestler's court with old Undertaker with the gavel and having stole someone's Royal Rumble ball.
Yeah, Triple J, the fact that you have no number on this ball is a sign that you have the Von Erich curse.
That's right.
One of the worst curses
Anything but that.
in the great state of Texas.
Well, can you help me out? What can you do? Can we cut a deal, or how do I get rid of this thing?
You see, Triple J, I have another ball here that I could give you in exchange for that one, if you so choose.
Yeah, I want it. That ball is going to get me in the Rumble, right?
Here, Triple J, take it.
What? There's three numbers on this ball.
Well, goddamn, son, there's only 30 men in the Royal Rumble, not 666.
Well, what the hell does? Oh no,
Triple J, you are going straight to hell. Dead man walking. I love you, son of a...
Catch y'all down the road.
May Triple J rest in peace.
You're gonna pay, 'cause the end is now. This is gonna be your judgment day.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Colonel Robert Earl. Sit down and take a deep breath. Soak it in, because you are about to witness a certified grade A 5-star beatdown. First off, Long Island iced tea, bro. You sound like a drink special at Applebee's. You walk around here like you're the biggest thing since The Rock, but the only thing you rock is that receding hairline and losing streak longer than the CVS receipt. And then we got Miss Melissabeth. Oh, Miss Melissabeth. Listen, I'm all for strong, confident women in this business, but let's be honest. You are less queen of the ring and more queen of running her mouth. You talk a big game, but when it comes to throwdown, you're about as useful as a screen door on a submarine. So let's get real. Y'all can talk tough. Y'all can pose. Y'all can scheme. But the fact is, when that bell rings, I'm not just beating you. I'm embarrassing you. Then there's Vinman. A guy who walks around like he's boss. But tonight, I'm handing out the pink slips. Oh, and we can't forget a man called Wired. Look, pal, I don't know if you're wired on caffeine, energy drinks, or just bad decisions, but after tonight, you're getting shut down. And then, we got Moose the Mark. Listen, Moose, I've been bigger threats at the petting zoo. Maybe after this match, they'll take you back. And Bill Calzone, my guy, you sound like something off a fast food menu. But tonight I'm putting you in the oven and burning you to a crisp. And let's talk about that Triple J. Every year, same thing. Who's apparently thinks he's a Triple H. But, buddy, you're like a double F. Fake and finished. Now, we're not done yet, are we? Because next up we got... Hold on. Sandy the CPA, a guy who probably does taxes by day and gets beat up by me at night. And then my favorite, Wild Bill. I don't know what's so wild about you, but after tonight, the only thing you'll be is a mild and unconscious. And then there's the professor. Oh, great teacher. Hope you brought a notebook, pal, because tonight, I'm going to give you a lesson in pain. And last but not least, there's Brian Bells. Brian, I got to be real with you. You sound like the most regular dude on this list. And that's fitting, because tonight, you're going to get beat in the most regular way possible. So here's the deal, people. 17 of you, one of me, and yeah, I promise you, by the end of tonight, when the dust settles, when the crowd is chanting my name and the music is playing, the whole world is going to know one thing. You can line them up, and I'll knock them down. Now ring the damn bell and let's get this over with.
Well, hello, Brainbusters. I've known Miss Melissa Beth longer than you've known Long Island iced tea, and I finally have decided to enter this year's Royal Rumble. I've worked in PR long enough to know that none of you have what it takes to make it. You think you can outshine this? Think again, because I'm coming with all my jewels and chains to take over like Roman and Reign.
I used to feel abandoned. I used to think that I was standing alone in this fight. I thought my so-called brothers would be right there with me when it mattered the most. But when a man called Wired came a-calling, they all had somewhere else to be. Vin Man, oh, sorry, brother, limited dates. Moose, big man's too scared to get on a plane, sorry. Triple J, nope, too busy playing the stock market and waiting on his big TV deal. Mill, guess this year it ain't Mil Calzones, it's Coachella Meal. And Long Island iced tea. Mamma mia! That man's over there eating pasta, saying ciao bella, drinking espresso. The man practically lives in Italy at this point. But you know what? I don't feel abandoned anymore. Nope. Because the truth is, no one can keep up with a man called Wired. While they sit back, too busy, too scared, too distracted, I keep moving forward. And this Saturday in the Rumble, as they try to keep up, I stay way ahead. Ahead of 29 other men. Ahead of anyone who ever doubted me. Ahead of the entire damn industry. And when it's all said and done, when the dust settles, when every last man gets thrown over the top rope, there will be one man left standing. A man called Wired. And while they watch from afar, watch from their couches, from their twin bed, from their fancy festivals, or from Italy, I'll be standing centering, pointing at that sign because this year, it's my time. I'm not just punching my ticket to WrestleMania this Saturday. I'm punching any man who gets in my way.
Oh gosh, where am I? Why is it so hot down here? Wait, Chris? Jimmy? The guy who killed Brody? Oh no, where am I? Who are you?
Ha! Triple J, you're back so soon.
Father James Mitchell. Listen, I don't know how I got sent here. I was talking to Steve Austin, and it was probably that Undertaker that did something.
Ah, yes, Mark. Yeah, one of my favorite clients.
Okay, well, listen, he gave me this. It's a long story. I had a ball with nothing on it. Now I have a ball with 666 on it. I hear that's your thing. What am I? Do I give this to you, or how's this work?
Why are you in such a hurry, Triple J? Why don't you indulge in some of the pleasures of the flesh?
I'm sure that would be good, but it's so damn hot here. I've got the Royal Rumble coming up. I'd love to stop another time and see it.
It's comfortable. I mean, other than Joe over there, his neck's still hurting from looking up at the Orange Bowl. Everyone's doing just fine.
I don't know if I'm doing fine, but listen, come on, help me out here. We have a little bit of history between the two of us.
Yes, Triple J, you want to be in the Royal Rumble, and you have a number that is not inducive to getting in the ring. So I will give you this ball in exchange.
Yes, anything. Just get me out of here.
Here you go, Triple J.
No, wait, this is a good number, right?
It's a number, Triple J.
Are you saying, can I back out of this?
You either take the number or you stay down here.
Well, Sonny will be here eventually, right? I mean, no, forget it. I'll take the number. Okay. No.
Doomsday.
It's, no!
Hey boys, look what just dropped through the transdimensional what's it? It's some kind of ball with a number on it. Bebop, Rocksteady, give me that ball, you moronic mutants. This is our ticket out of this wretched dimension once and for all.
Watch your tongue, Shredder. I'm not above disintegrating you once I win the Royal Rumble match.
You, Krang, win the Rumble? You don't even have a body.
Precisely. How can I be eliminated if I have no feet to touch the floor?
Could I join the Rumble too, boys? I can't wait to get my hands on that loudmouth loser Long Island. Yeah, and that whimpering Woods Wired. No, you blundering buffoons, only one man may enter the Royal Rumble. Emphasis on man. And who is more manly than I, Oroku Saki, master of the Foot Clan?
Well, I think Mil Calzones has you beaten there, Tin Gwyn.
Bah, Vinman, Mil Calzones Mustamark, all will fall before me as I carve my path to WrestleMania and world domination. Come on, you stinky simpletons, into the transport module. I have a rumble to win. You got it, boys.
What a story! Good thing they didn't see me. I need to get this footage back to Channel 6 ASAP. There's no way Triple J can win the Rumble this year.
Oh, geez, at least I'm out of there, but... Oh, it's still hot here, but this isn't hell. Where am I? Jacob Fatu, why are you still around me?
I love you, Solo Man, and I love Clearwater.
Oh, Florida. Okay. Oh, look, Hogan's shop. Let's go in there, see what's going on. Hey, Hulk.
Thank you for shopping at Hogan's Beach. May I slam the next customer?
Hulk, why are you so down like that? Look, I'm in the Rumble. I mean, it's a bad number, but at least I'm in the Rumble. Come on, let's celebrate.
Welcome to Hogan's Beach, dude. What you gonna do when our savings run wild on you?
Oh, come on! Don't you have any of that real American beer? Let's pop that out. Let's celebrate. I'm in the Rumble. Just like you. You're a multi-time winner. I'm a multi-time winner.
Are you a member of Hogan's Beach Bum Savings Rewards Program? If not, would you like to sign up, brother?
All right, you're just down in the dumps, but... Oh, wait, who's coming in now?
We please stand aside for the next customer, Jack.
Nature Boy, Ric Flair. What are you coming in here for?
Well, I just came in to buy a pair of flip-flops and, support one of my best friends I ever had in this business. I thought I'd just get some flip-flops and maybe a boogie board, and then, maybe cheer the guy up a little bit. He's so sad. He's so bummed. I've never seen him like this.
Yeah, he seems down. I mean, you've had some times in your career where you were seemingly down and out, but now you're back.
And I've been all over the world. I've been to Tokyo. I've been to North Korea. Nor have I ever been booed like that. Never in my life, never in my career was I ever booed as bad as Hulk Hogan. No matter who I insulted or who I hit, or no matter how many stewardesses I ran into in my life, no one ever booed me and hated me as much as they hated Hogan. It's sad to see.
Yeah, it's sad to see, guys. I got to get to the airport. I got to get up to the Rumble. I don't know if Fatu's coming with me or not, but listen, you two talk, and we'll meet up another time.
I respect them so much.
And, don't cry. Don't cry.
I hate to see them like this.
It's going to be all right. All right. You two talk this out. I got to get on a plane. I got to go to the Rumble. I'll see you guys another time.
Thank you for shopping at Hogan's Beach. Say your prayers, take your vitamins, whatever. I don't care.
Hello, the Scrum Master is back, but this time she's not scrumming, she is mumming with baby number 2. So right now, instead of scheduling meetings, she schedules feedings. Instead of changing supervisors, she changes wet and poopy diapers. She works hard to give the baby the best kind of milk, breast milk. So what does she do? She nurses, and then she gets spit up on, and then she curses. She pumps, and when she's had too much fun, she dumps what she just pumped. Mumming ain't easy, and sometimes she would rather be scrumming. All right, I gotta go take care of business. So watch out, people. This mom who scrums is gonna take her diaper bag and her product backlog and crush you. She's gonna stand up and knock you down. This mom who scrums is gonna win. See ya.
Well, hello, Brainbusters 2024.
And as we get ready for the next Royal Rumble, yes, of course, Wild Bill is still here, right? And once again, I'm going to be victorious. I have left a trail of broken bones and shattered spirits wherever I go. Each opponent is just a victim, a corpse. You're all just awaiting your fate. When I'm done, there'll be nothing but a memory. Retold, it will include your pain and your destruction. You want Carnage. You want Carnage 2024. With everything that we've all been through. Well, if you want Carnage, I'm gonna tear you all limb by limb. The sound of your screams will soothe and nourish my soul, but your screams will echo into the void. I'm far from a wrestler. I'm your worst nightmare. I'm the Reaper, and I will unleash carnage. In the end, your bones will be shattered. Your blood will run. Well, who's brave enough to face me? Step forward. Bring it on. Bring it on. Bring it on. Heed my warning. Feel my pain. Judgment day's coming. Your blood shall rain. Your mama can't save you. Oh, mommy, your daddy will die. 'Cause Wild Bill is coming. I'll take your eye for an eye. 'Cause you will stumble at the rumble as your world is certain to crumble. I'm not gonna fumble as you mumble, tumble, ticky, ticky, scrumble, bona fide assemble. Ticky, ticky, no surrendo, friendo. When I hold that belt up, it'll be the crescendo. Heed my warning. You heard it here, live Brainbusters. Wild Bill will be victory.
Oh, geez, I'm finally back to the Rumble. I don't even know if I was going a day, a week, how many days it's been. I can't even remember anything, but, Jey Uso. Listen, you got to help me out. What just happened?
It's your boy, Jey Uso. Hey, Triple J, welcome. It's Royal Rumble Day. Triple J, he thinks it's going all the way. All I can say is from Tokyo to Thunder Bay, they know this one is going to main event, Jay.
Why are you so out of breath?
Hickory dickory. In my coffee, I like chicory. And in that Rumble, I'm going to be real slippery. From number nothing to 666 to number one, man. This Rumble sure is fun. Yeet.
Yeah, but aren't you worried about your cousin, Roman Reigns?
Yeah. Sure, he's tribal chief for sure. But like Triple H, this is my time.
All right, you okay? Okay, take a drink. Take a drink.
My time, and another rhyme. Yeet.
All right, thanks. But you're gonna wear yourself out. I'm just gonna, just keep going this way.
Show enough, you boy. All right. Triple J and I are tight, but every man, woman, and child for themselves. Royal Rumble, man. I'm putting it up like Elf on a shelf. Yeet.
Okay, yeah, I'll see you in there. All right.
I got 5 rappers with me for my entrance. Gonna be dope. Gonna take a shower before a match. Got borrow some soap. Yeet.
Sorry, I don't have any. But if you could take a shower, good luck. We'll talk to each other later, I guess.
With Triple J in the Rumble, you better use your head. Man, I'm out of breath. If I can keep going, I might be.
Is he?
He dead. I love you, Solo Man. Yeet.
It's a big dog rumble for the OTC. Roman Reigns on to victory. To Vegas he goes for what he is owed. The tribal chief, he's in God mode. He's back in the rumble. The tribal chief coming for you, don't stumble. Going 29 out and he's gonna win. Throw the ones up and acknowledge him. It's a big dog rumble for the OTC. Roman Reigns on to victory. To Vegas he goes for what he is owed. The tribal chief, he's in God mode. It's the big dog rumble for the OTC. Roman Reigns on to victory. To Vegas he goes for what he is owed. The tribal chief, he's in God mode. God mode, baby, it's the only way. I love my tribal chief, and I'm here to say Roman Reigns Royal Rumble, it's so much fun. In Vegas, Cody Rhodes, your time is done. It's a big dog rumble for the OTC. Roman Reigns on to victory. To Vegas he goes for what he is owed. The tribal chief, he's in God mode. It's a big dog rumble for the OTC. Roman Reigns on to victory. To Vegas he goes for what he is owed. The tribal chief, he's in God mode.
Royal Rumble 2025. Don't get blowed up. Welcome back to the studio, Triple J. What an excursion you had. What an adventure you had.
I've been around the world more than I care for.
I mean, I cannot wait to hear some of the stories, but I got to focus on the Rumble. We got to get out of here soon. Bill Calzones has the buttons ready. Man called Wired, I hope you're hydrating. I know that the Royal Rumble is an exhausting event, but I'm glad you got good. You got your Fiji water. Eat. Moose the Mark, are you okay? Are you prepared? I don't want to see anybody just drop dead like we just heard. So I don't want that happen, Mr. Mark.
No, I'm hydrated. I have my fiber gummies. I got my tirzepatide injected. I'm ready to go.
Get your tirzepatides. Make sure you catalog your events and you're prepared for the Royal Rumble.
Do you think he passed out because he was that contact high that he had a couple weeks ago on that Monday Night Raw? Maybe it's just that residual aroma.
I just don't know where you get the energy to do anything.
Milk Sonas, you hang around Milmotis a lot. Is there any can you be like your Surgeon General here right now and just tell us how often you have to take a break and take a breath for you?
Nah, it doesn't do any of that. It just gives you, you just get hungrier and sleepier and, you forget about stuff. Wait, what are we talking about?
Yeet. Talking about yeeting. And we're gonna actually let's everybody have a thought in their head for the Royal Rumble. Give your thoughts.
I think we're presumably assuming that Roman Reigns is going to face Cody Rhodes at WrestleMania.
You mean the ladder match, Cody? Yeah, I don't know what's going to happen in that. I think it's going to be a very good match. Triple J. We don't need to pick it, but it's going to be a good ladder match, right?
One ladder.
It is going to be a good ladder match.
You don't need 74 ladders around the ring. Excuse me, 69 ladders around the ring.
It's a ladder.
I just don't want anyone breaking a ladder, like falling through one. I've seen that enough. I want to see something new. Maybe fire.
Well, you know what? It would be new to only see one ladder. So that would be something.
What's old is new again. Also wouldn't mind someone drinking someone's blood, but that's just me. I'm one of the sickos. Triple J, you got to be really exhausted. You wanna get on the final leg of this adventure?
I gotta hit the hay soon. Ne'er have I been around the world like that before.
Oh, never.
I'm ready. I'm ready to
have
wrap
I
it
seen
up.
you like this. Never have I seen you like this. Ne'er has Moose the Mark been this prepared for a Royal Rumble. Ne'er, Moose the Mark. Ne'er. All right, here. How about we close this thing off the right way? A big show like this requires a big explosion to end it all. What better way to do it than with Falls Count Anywhere?
As we've been saying, this Royal Rumble, while on the surface may seem unpredictable, we all know that the big dog is going to win. But we could still make a case for many of the other competitors. Of course, you've got past winners in there like John Cena, Seth Franklin Rollins, and Rey Mysterio. You've got newcomers like Pentagon Jr., relatively newcomers like Braun Breaker. Plus, you may have the best pound-for-pound professional wrestler in the match, Chad Gable. Of course, you got DM Punk. You got CM Punk, who many still think that he's due. You got Sami Zayn, Nakamura, and the Maverick, Logan Paul. But we know at the end there's only going to be one man standing on that second rope, pointing to the WrestleMania sign with a fa-la-la around his neck. And it is going to be Roman Reigns, because he is going back to WrestleMania.
Big dog.
I think everything about the Royal Rumble that can be said has been said here in these last 1 hour and 46 minutes. So instead, I'm going to pivot to a little bit of news, because you know who I think is going to win. I think it's going to be Charlotte. Or no, I think it's going to be Jordan Grace. I think it's obviously going to be John Cena. So instead, I want to pivot to a new announcement about the WWE Hall of Fame and its humble headliner this year, Paul Triple H Levesque. Because I got to tell you, Brand, no more than any surprise announcement, more than anyone jumping companies, more than anything else, nothing surprised me more than to hear that Triple H is going to be the center of attention at a ceremony where everyone talks about how great he is and kisses his butt and gives him an award. It's so out of character for this man, this selfless, humble man who hates the spotlight and is all about everyone else and not himself. To glorify him, to see himself glorified for an hour or more over the entire broadcast, I really feel for him. It can't be easy for Triple H to sit there in that Hall of Fame ring in Las Vegas so many months from now and hear everyone talk about how amazing he is and how important he was to the Attitude Era. So I'm reaching out for you, Triple H. I feel bad for you, man. I hope you can pull through it, because you deserve it.
What can I say about this year's Royal Rumble? It's star-studded, so many great competitors in it. I really would like to see John Cena win it one more time and break the record. But he can't, because the big dog is going to win the Royal Rumble, and he is going to go back to WrestleMania, where I would have to cancel my trip to Coachella to make it to WrestleMania to watch the big dog win that title back.
Brainiacs in his eye. A man called Wired. And it's been a minute. It's been a year, I would say, since we've been sitting here talking about professional wrestling in a way that enlightens our joy of life so much. Well, obviously, Charlotte and Roman Reigns. So getting past all that, we've joked on this show for many years that some of us, the only way we get to WrestleMania is by winning the Royal Rumble. And this year, more than any, I understand inflation. I understand the pricing dynamic. I understand that this is a new era and money talks. But man, oh man, how are we going to get there? It is the most difficult I've ever seen it. I hope it figures itself out so that all of us Brainbusters can show up one more time in Sin City and celebrate WrestleMania properly.
We have talked about big Royal Rumbles in the past. We've talked about Royal Rumbles that were up in the air. We've talked about unpredictable Royal Rumbles. We've even talked about a greatest Royal Rumble before. But never have we ever talked about what I am seeing in front of us tomorrow night in Indianapolis as the perfect Royal Rumble. What an event. What a perfect setting for the two greatest athletes, the two greatest performers in this sport ever, period, point blank, to both potentially, and I'll guarantee, win their respective Royal Rumbles on the same night. You could not give Long Island Iced Tea, pro wrestling fan, a better evening than to watch the Big Dog and Charlotte Flair win Royal Rumbles on the same night. What a treat. So forever and a day, and then 100 years after that, this Royal Rumble 2025, when that happens, when we see Charlotte Flair pointing to the sign, the new face, and a smile and a tear in her eye, when we see the Big Dog have us all acknowledge him after a victory in the Royal Rumble. When it's all over, they go on to WrestleMania. This Royal Rumble forever will be known as the perfect Royal Rumble. What an affair. What a great day it's going to be in Indianapolis. And I can't fucking wait.
Mr. Mark, two questions because you're abreast of the situation. One, do you actually think that Triple H was surprised yesterday? And two, how do you feel about someone being inducted into the Hall of Fame during the era that's named after the person being inducted into the Hall of Fame?
Again, who but the humble, graceful, modest Triple H? No one else could have that kind of honor except him.
Wired's really getting good at planning sarcasm.
Me and Moose, we had our differences at the very beginning. Our lives were intertwined like a churro, but no longer. We are on different paths. We are both fathers. We both understand that there's more to life than just programs, and that's just being friendly and good dads.
And being an oligarch so you can make it to WrestleMania.
Mr. Mark, there's trains,
a billionaire.
You can do it. I know you can do it.
Oh yeah, I will take a train to a WrestleMania.
I'm thrilled.
I'll get you a box car, sleep, power outlets for any machines you have to plug in, anything you need, man.
Wired, I've been looking at my parts of just, cheap transportation, and so far I may be taking a hot air balloon, but I may have to leave. I may have to leave next week.
I'm
gonna take a hot air balloon. I'm not gonna book a hotel. I'm just gonna put it all on
social
black.
media, they have these things where you basically take like a trash bag, a lawn chair, and a leaf blower, and you can go pretty far for a good amount of time.
They gave me a good idea, Triple J, with your hot air balloon. Stay tuned next year for our the Royal Rumble. Triple J goes to Oz on his way to
red slippers,
Jeddah.
please.
I can't wait. I mean, technically, you kind of do have to.
I can't wait till Triple H goes to Jeddah next year. This is going to be a whole new experience for him next year.
Oh, it's going to be a very different year. Brainbuster Radio Royal Rumble next year. But what a perfect Brainbuster Radio Royal Rumble it was this year. What a show. What an adventure Triple J went on. Thanks to all the Brainiacs who listened, all the Brainbusters who showed up today. Thanks to... Is Vinman coming? Is he coming? He's got... Vinman... No dates. In 2025, they get even more limited. But hey, Vinman was all over the place. And of course, on this episode, all the people who contributed promos. We love you. And I'm rooting against you in the Royal Rumble because I'm going to win it all. And I'm going to WrestleMania. Anybody have anything else to say before we get the hell out of here, Moose the Mark?
I've said my piece, Chrissy.
And Mil Calzones?
For $669, Long Island, I can guarantee you a top 3 finish.
Well, I want to win. Who just want? You don't get.
I'm saying as a top 3 finish, there's a good chance you could win, unless if Triple J wins, which he probably won't. But just in case, Triple J, you're super handsome and you're the best looking man, and I love your socks.
Thank you, Mil Calzones. That's so nice of you. That's so nice. You're always so polite to me. This time of the year.
Play the sock market, Brainiacs. Screw that crypto shit. Take your tokens. It's all
What it all
about,
means.
It's all about the sock market. And man called Wired.
Screw limited or obstructed views. It's really just it's dangling a carrot that doesn't exist, and we'll get there eventually. We got to get past the Rumble. We got to get to No Way Out, and then once we get through St. Valentine's Day Massacre, which by the way, this is officially the latest Royal Rumble of all time. COVID Royal Rumble was on the 31st of January.
Later and later. And Triple J, you can go to bed now.
I'm going to. I'll see you tomorrow.
And I will see you tomorrow. I can't wait to watch Roman Reigns win the Royal Rumble. Big dog going to WrestleMania.
How great is it going to be when he points his finger like this and then just does that? It'll be great. Finger pointing season is my favorite type of season.
Yeah, man. Finger banging all day.
I would like someone to not finger the sign this year.
You think Roman Reigns could just stand with him
Hold it up
behind
to
him
the
with his
sky.
arms crossed or something? You just acknowledge.
WrestleMania
Needs to acknowledge the big dog.
Listen, the sign will point at Roman.
Yes, I could see them
Say,
doing that.
He's saying, I
How
want
about just
that
a finger
man
like
in
a
me.
slot machine hand that just goes down like this.
Oh, we did talk about if Vin Man were here, we definitely would have been talking if Caesar is going to show up at this Royal Rumble to promote the upcoming, but it isn't at Caesar's Palace, so I guess it wouldn't.
Is it at Caesar's property? It might be
We'll
at
see.
Caesar's property.
I don't think Allegiant is a Caesar's property, is it? We'll have to look at that. Boost the Mark will look at that. He knows who owns everybody. Nobody owns you, though, Brainiacs. You are your own wrestling fan. You enjoy it how you like it, and then you come here and talk about it. It's Brainbuster Radio. It's the Royal Rumble 2025. Please, for the love of the big dog, enjoy it. We got to get the hell out of here. I'm out of time for Vin Man on limited dates. Mil Calzones on the unos and doses. Moose the Mark on the internet gimmicks. A man called Wired, the Sultan of social media. Jumpin' Jacob J and Long Island Iced Tea. I'm Long Island Iced Tea saying I do need to get the hell out of here. It is Royal Rumble time. The perfect Royal Rumble.